welcome back to the channel. This is Jasmine, Georgia and Emma. Today we are going to be watching Bridgerton episode 2. If you want to check out our uncut reactions to the episodes, the link to the Patreon will be in the description below. In the first episode we were introduced to the Bridgerton family. Well, we were introduced to many characters, they weren't all from one family. But it's the London season where many young girls like get proposed to lots of men, and like they have to try and find a suitable husband for them. And the main characters were Daphne and the Duke, who are going to fake a relationship. We all know they're gonna fall in love and get married. So
there's some sort of connection. Like, it's not big, but he looked back at her a few times. Like, I think he's somewhat interested. And that creepy guy, ugh, I'm so glad she's not marrying him. I don't even remember his name.
Yeah, it was Berbrooke.
Berbrooke. Oh, he was a pain. He's actually a pest. It was just like everywhere.
I hope we see him this episode with a bandage on his nose or something.
Yeah, and like shame on like the newspapers. You know that lady that does all the like the juicy gossip. She shamed him.
Oh yeah, Lady Whistledown. Hopefully she saw that. Or oh, what if he's Lady Whistledown? A few people in the comments of the first episode clarified a few things that we asked. So the Duke is like the highest level of nobility below a king. So like if we do it in real life terms, Prince Harry and Prince William are both dukes because they're like next in line. So that's why they were all flocking around the Duke, because he's like a proper royal.
It actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Like,
yeah, it
why
does
did
make
we
sense
think
because
about that?
Yeah, like
I
Meghan and Harry
know.
are a duke and a duchess, so we didn't apply
Yeah,
it to real life.
They literally are.
Like, it's because we say like Prince Harry, Prince William. We don't really say Duke of so and so.
Yeah.
Like, we should have known
Yeah.
though. Like, obviously that's what a Duke is. They're high up in like the rankings of royalty and all that. So
Yeah, that was stupid on our part.
yeah, we just weren't thinking straight.
And the Featherington family, which is the three girls with the mother, they are like the lowest in the ranking, which is why they're like trying so hard, I guess. And the Bridgertons are one level above them. I think they're like the 4th rank out of the ones that I saw, so like they're quite low down the chain. Oh, and another major storyline was the girl, the poor girl, might be pregnant or not pregnant. Like there was that whole drama about her period not coming.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of speculation around that, like, you know, what's going on. And she was screaming at the mum saying, "You'd never understand me, you're like basically calling her a snob."
Yeah.
So I'd like to see the outcome of that.
When we were watching it, we all said her period's just late, but I actually do think she might be pregnant now. After editing it, I think it's quite clear that she's pregnant.
Or she just
Aww.
might have an irregular period. Who knows?
That is a possibility, you know, it does happen to all of us.
Like, you know, like the woman doesn't understand. Like, you know, that's just my body, and just deal with it, innit?
But I didn't realise, like...
But then what? They wouldn't show that if it wasn't important, though.
Yeah, if it was just her period being irregular, I don't think they'd like have that as a plot line in the show. This girl has an irregular period, shame.
Ooh. Oh my.
Ooh.
Giving birth back then must have been awful. They don't have like the medicine, and they aren't as advanced as we are now. Like,
Yeah, there was so many more deaths during childbirth back then.
I must know if I'm at long last to have a son.
Forceps.
Is this going to be the Duke being born?
maybe.
See the head?
Oh, if it's a girl, are they going to just get rid of it?
What is it?
God, he's so angry.
It is a boy, your grace.
Back then, they only cared for boys, and it angers me. Like the stronger ones and all that. Like, it's just.
They're the heir to their fortune.
Yeah, it's. Oh.
They pass it to the dad first.
Oh, this is irritating. Oh, now you're happy. Oh, so that wig is actually quite iconic.
Oh, she's dead.
And she didn't even get to hold her baby.
At once.
Wow.
Where do you look?
Ashes of irrelevance is one Miss Daphne Bridgerton.
The purpose of this arrangement is to keep the marriage-minded mothers of the ton at bay, not hurl myself directly into the lines of
They
death.
actually look like they could be good friends, you know.
If I were truly courting you, I would not need flowers. Only 5 minutes alone with you in a drawing room.
Daphne said it.
How did it happen, Mama? Is there to be a baby?
That will be enough.
Why is Miss Thompson to be kept away?
Because her condition is catching.
Hardly.
That condition is catching. What, pregnancy?
How did she become a child if she's not married?
I do not know. I will find out.
You must. Otherwise, how can we make sure it never happens to us?
Do they not know how babies are made?
I know, it's really making me question.
How does a lady come to be with child? Eloise, what's your question? I thought one needed to be married.
Whatever are you talking about?
Apparently it's not even a problem. Eloise,
We're getting the sex ed talk.
How old is she though? I
It
didn't
probably
know she was so
protects
young.
them.
you already have Gala, dearest.
Well,
I suppose now I have more.
Oh yeah, that was the plan, so that she would get more callers. But imagine choosing one of them over a Duke.
Yeah, have it.
I shall speak to my soon-to-know Lord Berbrooke. You must go.
Soon to
You said you
be.
wanted this handled quickly. You gave me your word, and I intend to keep it.
I cannot imagine a greater show of disrespect than promising me to Nigel Berbrooke.
Anthony, tell me you did not.
He's a fine choice. I looked into him.
You promised your sister to that man. Daphne has charmed a duke, Anthony. You must know that changes everything.
The Duke is not a serious suitor. He will never marry. One day you'll be most appreciative. The contract to
not down to
Berbrooke
you,
will be
mate.
drawn up, and you shall marry him.
No, she shan't. Imagine yourself in her position though. Come on, marrying that old man.
Surely if he does his research, he would know he's a bit of a weirdo.
There are no others. There is only the duke.
Her mum really wants this.
Yeah, she ships it.
Are you going to come down here or must I come up there?
My fists have taken enough pounding from your chin today, your dukeship.
I love old school trash talk.
Would I not be courting your sister?
No. And I can think of dozens of reasons why, starting with she is my sister, and ending with she's already engaged to be married, and then perhaps circling back to she is my sister.
Oh, is it because of the bro code? That's why he cares.
Maybe.
Been these past few years, right here in London, as opposed to some gambling hell or backwater slum, or wherever it was you chose to fuck about for God knows whatever reason.
Why is he not saying anything? He's 4 years old. He should be able to speak. Can't get a sound from him still.
no.
Oh, love that.
What did you say? He's an imbecile.
Your Grace.
He is an idiot!
How could you say that about your own child?
He's so cute though.
Get him out of my sight.
Gladly.
He's dead to me.
What?
Oh,
I found you a few sweets. I thought you might enjoy them while everyone else attends tonight's ball. How did it happen?
Cake.
Cake.
you'll believe that. Don't say that.
Sir George Crane sneaked me a wrapped bundle of cake and biscuits.
Where is Sir George now?
Spain. He went off to fight with Wellington.
Your condition then, it was brought about by...
Love.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Quite sweet.
I thought she was going to troll her and say that cake made her pregnant.
I know, I'm glad she doesn't.
I am invited to a private tea with the Queen in 2 days' time.
Oh my.
Never mind the pearls. You shall wear the family diamonds tonight.
Privilege.
Stand up, boy, so I may look at you.
Oh, that outfit is so cute.
Can not...
You can speak. I understood you well enough. And I will help you to overcome this stammer of yours.
Oh, I love her now.
Oh, she's like a great figure in his life. I'm glad he did have her, you know.
Yeah, that's so nice that she took him under her wing.
Yeah, like without her, he probably wouldn't have been the man he is today. It's so good, like everyone's just watching him.
It's literally like they're just shipping real life people.
I will happily restate my intentions with respect to your sister. She's a prize I have long
Oh,
coveted.
so
For her
gross.
beauty, for her grace. For her powerful right hook. I must know whether I can count on you to handle this misunderstanding, my lord.
He attempted something last night I shan't dignify with words when your sister planted a facer. Deservedly so.
Planted a facer. I'm going to use that from now on.
Oh,
My lord, you must know.
that's
you will show me
incredible.
You will never speak to my sister again, Berbrooke.
Yes.
We are to be
Hell
married.
yeah.
Please, I'm buried if you so much as look in our direction. Be grateful. You will not take a punch from yet another Bridgerton.
Oh, first time I've liked this guy.
Yeah, see, now he understands.
He's turning over a new leaf, hopefully.
Despite what you and my brother may think, I'm quite capable of speaking for myself. You had no right.
I was trying to help.
He got you off the hook.
You do not need her. You're a duke.
And you don't
You
deserve
already
her,
have the
so
money
go away.
and the connections and the standing. I need her. Why have you not already proposed? Unless you have already had her.
Oh no, don't start those kind of rumours.
I've heard the stories of your father, Hastings. I know how badly he wanted a son, and I know how badly he tried to get one when it seemed your poor mother could not deliver.
Ooh.
The apple should not fall very far, should it?
Give him a. I was gonna say, give him a face up.
Jesus, okay. Deserved, but whoa.
This is a most unwelcome intrusion.
I thought your grace might be relieved to know that your son is alive and well.
What is the point of your visit?
My gosh.
I
So
received
harsh.
high marks in all of my studies, sir.
Oh.
I ride and I
speak.
fence and I shoot.
Oh, I think he's getting nervous.
You are my worst failure.
Oh, I hate this man.
I am sure
He
you
was speaking until he got all intimidating.
Imagine saying that to little kids.
I wrote to you many times to let you know I'm not dead.
Oh, God.
Did you receive my letters?
do. You are
no.
as useless as your mother proved to be. So, I shall pursue the same course with you as I did with her. To forget that you ever sullied these halls.
Thank God. So glad he's dead. So
Oh my goodness! Could you get any more cruel than that?
Mama, might I go play with Eloise?
Ladies not play, Penelope.
Go play.
Mama, might I go promenade for suitors with Eloise?
Very well then.
If I'm looking for a man, yeah, I'm allowed to go.
She said it was love.
Love. That doesn't stand to reason.
Well, it certainly does not. Look at my
See,
mama.
if only they had the internet.
Would anyone presume that had anything to do with love?
Yeah.
I would have helped you. You should have told me.
Would you have believed me? Did you only change your mind about Lord Berbrooke because another man told you the truth?
You truly esteem me so little.
Yes, brother, I do.
Yeah, she did tell you she didn't want him.
That is probably true. He wouldn't have believed her, I don't think.
My cuff, button it.
I do suppose if I were forced to take a wife, you would be the least objectionable option.
Was that meant to be a compliment?
Yes.
That was a very backhanded compliment.
Yeah. Oh my Jesus.
Oh wow, that eye's not looking good.
In 3 days, I am to marry. I have the diamond of the season. I have the very best that Ton has to offer, and I shall save her, as well as your entire family, from the ruin which you could not protect.
Right, Duke, you've got to propose now.
But he'll still, like,
I look
expose
forward
them.
to the union of our great families.
I must marry Nigel Berbrooke.
Oh,
It is the only
I'm
choice.
sorry for you.
It's very mature of her to do so, but...
She knows what she needs to do for her family, but she could divorce him. Can that happen?
I think that's
I don't
divorce
think
is
you
disgrace
can.
as well.
It is not simply a partner that marriage provides.
You will have comfort and a house to tend, and most importantly, children.
Yeah,
You
but then
will
she has
throw
to sleep
yourself
with
into
him.
raising a child.
Berbrooke spawn.
Oh,
I watched Daphne prepare for these balls, with all of those dresses and the many suitors, and I am exhausted. Suppose I want a different life, Benedict.
She's
But I
going to be
truly
the
believe I am
feminist icon
quite
we all
capable of
need.
something more, even when I am not.
she
allowed to
talks
have
about
my-
university and I love it. She could do so much better.
You're not the only one.
We don't really see much of Colin. I'm living.
This is Benedict. How under pressure would
I
you
know,
be here to not say
literally,
the wrong thing?
like, the hairs on my arms would stand up as soon as the piano goes. You'd be like, oh.
Oh my god.
What is she
What?
snorting?
The glow of success benefited not only the young maestro. Surely the entire Mozart family would have felt the repercussions had their boy stayed forever in Salzburg. Would you not agree?
What's going on?
What? I feel like this is a fever dream. What's going on?
Yet you must try harder, dear. My Nigel is quite discerning. He already turned away many more handsome debutantes, saying, "Mother, I prize accomplishment over beauty." Can you believe it?
How noble.
What? He turned people away? Really?
He couldn't afford to do that.
How troublesome could a household be with only Lady Berbrooke and the young Lord Berbrooke to look after?
Oh, you have no idea.
Lord Berbrooke has a boy by one of his maids that he refused to provide for. Sent the maid and child away to live off scraps. Horrible man.
Horrible enough for us to be rid of him, let us pray.
Yes!
Yes!
We shall talk.
Ooh,
I like this
gossiping.
lady.
Oh, such a big setup.
Is because his parents squandered the accounts on some.
He has a child out there somewhere. Oh, there actually is his spawn.
Is it not the most lurid story of the season?
Bumbling Baron Berbrooke, it seems his displeasing appearance is quite an apt metaphor for the state of affairs in his household.
Burn.
I would not be surprised if Lord Berbrooke were called away to the country
Oh,
he doesn't even know.
business with one former maid and young boy who we can only hope takes after his mother.
Haha, you've been caught.
You're not frightened too, sister? Of marriage? Of children?
Though you are not.
I think
currently
she's worried
proving my
because
point.
she'll have to go through this at some point.
Yeah. She's seen the stress.
It's not her
of
thing.
Yeah.
She almost died.
Perhaps darker turns in these woods than we've been taught to expect. There is light to be found at their end.
It must be taxing.
What?
The game of pretend that you feel you must endlessly maintain.
There's never one moment where she's real.
This is about a life, Your Grace. My life. I must finally take charge of it.
And you must marry me.
I cannot afford to do
You must
otherwise.
marry me right here, right
So
now.
I shall not have this go wrong, Your Grace.
But you call me Simon.
Oh, that's weird.
You actually just seem to be
Painful.
called.
Oh,
If this is to be a match like no other, then you should call me by my name.
He doesn't look like a
he
Simon.
really doesn't look like one. I know.
Which is perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine. Very well, Daphne.
Oh, hello.
They're so close.
They're so close.
Wait, what? I thought his father died.
He's alive.
My son.
Oh, now he's calling him his son.
Yeah, now he's your son?
To be fair, we didn't see what was in between.
He swells with pride.
Since when?
Now and
You have grown into
He's so.
the great Hastings. Name shall continue. I will never marry. I am now sire and heir.
oh
The
dear.
Hastings line will die with me.
So that's why he won't
Jesus.
do it to his father.
Yeah, out of vengeance.
Speak, you fucking monster.
I think his heart's failing now.
Yeah. Now he can't speak.
can't
the
speak no
cycle's
more.
come full circle.
And he died
Oh my
just
gosh,
like
what a
that.
horrible death.
That literally killed him. Jesus.
He,
Yeah.
he died of disappointment.
Oh my god. Literally. That's terrible.
Well, I think he's going to be breaking that vow.
Yeah, but it was just making sure that his dad knew, even if it was a lie.
Yeah.
Wow.
We might think it's going to be predictable, but we could be completely wrong.
It might be a complete.
Maybe that's what they want us to think.
We did get that spoiler that he's not in season 2, so who knows?
On that spoiler, like, I'm sad about that.
Well, you know, if it's focused on someone else, maybe we won't miss him. But for
If
now,
it's-
he's one of the most interesting.
If it's focused on Colin and the Derry Girls, lass.
Yeah, I don't know the order, because obviously it's not in alphabetical order, because it's starting with Daphne. So who knows? They could be like season 8. Oh my god, what if it doesn't get renewed for like the whole time? So like they could never get a season.
We could just read the books. I think I preferred this episode. I quite liked it because it's not the introductions and we know what's what. And I think the scenes with Nigel, I can't pronounce his last name. I think those scenes with him were funny, and you saw more of the Duke this ep, which I quite liked. You know, his fighting and you know, the reason he doesn't want to marry, and you know, you saw a bit about him, which I liked. And yeah, I just thought it was very entertaining.
I also enjoyed it, and I did prefer it to the first episode because the first one was, like you say, it's just everyone being like, oh, this is this person, this is this person. This time we kind of delved a bit more into the Duke and who he was and saw his backstory. I wonder if next episode they'll probably do like flashbacks of a different different character, won't they?
I don't think so. I don't think it'll be like that because if each season is based on each couple, I feel like this season has got to be like predominantly Daphne and Simon.
Oh, yeah,
Daphne and Simon.
So we're just gonna see more of him or her. I'm also growing to like the characters a bit more because obviously we're seeing more of them. Like I really like the mum of the Bridgertons.
Yeah, she's cool. I like her.
She's got her head screwed on. Quite like her.
I also thought it was better than the last one, and I think that's natural because like obviously episodes get better when you know like what's going on. I really liked that we saw the two like awful characters get their comeuppance. Like Berbrooke got exposed and Simon's dad died after hearing that his legacy will die. And I also liked the scenes with Eloise because like you can see that she's not wanting this life that is expected of her. I feel like it's a life that most modern people would be like if they were in those times, because like I definitely would not want to just be pawned off to men everywhere. I'd want to live my own life and, you know, get an education and stuff. So I like that they've got that representation in there.
Yeah, I like the rebellion sort of side of it. Like, not everyone's for what society is like back then. And she's breaking boundaries a bit. Well, she's not yet, but she's finding her footing and she's actually seen what goes on around her and been like, well, I don't want that for myself. And I want to show people that you can have a fulfilling life and not be married off or, you know, going to all these balls. Like, I want to get an education. I want to do my own thing. And I think that's great. And it's really cool that they've like added that into this show. I just kind of like that.
And even like the brother felt the same way, even though he's a guy and it's like typically a lot easier for them. They have way less pressure. But even he feels the same way in this era, and like it's good that they had that little nod of acknowledgement. I liked the Marina. I liked that we found out that she is pregnant, I think, and it's because she was in love with a guy back home and he's had to run off to Spain. I hope that they get to reunite, even though it's probably not realistic, but I would still like to see that.
I know, it's like that they could be their own season. Like, that would be really nice to see. I'd quite like that. Because I think it's a very genuine love, whereas a lot of the love stories in these families are fake. You know, they're doing it because they have to. And,
they're forced together.
For their families, but her one's genuine love, so it's really refreshing.
So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching our reaction to episode 2 of Bridgerton. If you want to watch the episode in its entirety, then the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. But don't feel any pressure, it's just for people that want to watch the episodes along with us. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for episode 3. Bye.
Bye.